Yo yo yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel for me today from CcSpeedUk. So, back some more open lobbies once again, on cosplay as usual, what I always do, every time I do this, so just for fun and all that. So I'm feeling good, I hope you guys feeling good today, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend than I do, so I appreciate it a lot and all that. So, first race, off we go, at Portimao, a little bit interesting track for today. Well, not quite an interesting track to race on, but it's a different location where I'm at today in the first race of this vidno. So yeah, we're at Portimao in Portugal, the first race of the day. It's been a while since I did Portimao, what I'm racing around on. So I'm just making sure I get through to make sure I get a good start, and I am at the front in this race, starting on pole. And luckily I managed through the chaos from the first sector, and then managed to get just ahead through there. Made a tiny mistake there, so through the middle sector, but luckily I survived it from now at the end of the first lap. Coming towards the first sector right now, managed to pull away from P3. It was only in that one, so I was quite surprised at this stage. Yeah, not doing too bad. Managed to get a good gap from the top three, so that's kind of start what I need, just about. And then you got this Red Bull who's very quick, and he's right behind me, and he's got a 2-second penalty already at the end of the first lap. So I'm quite surprised already. Yeah, I think Portimao is quite tricky on track limits as well. So I was quite surprised on that. Yeah, so Portimao is, I don't know, it's been a while since I raced on this track, on this game. I haven't raced on it that much. Well, I only did like a hot lap vidno one time when I did this, and then that was it really. So, and also I did the setup as well, so for this track, so to make sure, just in case, so I have every single setup, well, so for every single track on this game, to make sure I got the setup right and make sure I got the wings right and all that kind of stuff. And then make sure the tyre pressures, make sure it's in the right temperature, to make sure it doesn't get overheated every time I go around in circles and all that. In case there's a race situation like this, if it's like 5 laps or something like that. Yeah, so I've got a setup for Portimao, but I haven't raced Portimao that much on this game, so compared to this one right now. So yeah, I thought I'd give it Portimao a try and see what happens. I thought this race wasn't too bad, so I thought I'll use this one for today's vidno. So yeah, me and the Red Bull are miles away from the rest of the field, where P3 is. So we're just quitting away from the rest of the field. So I was quite surprised after 2 laps. So at this stage, he's got 4 seconds of penalty. So I was like, okay, I just had to worry about driving as fast as I can. I could just drive as I like, really. I'm just doing this for fun and see what happens from there and all that. I'm just here to get a good result. My plan is just get a good result, and then every time I race online for fun, get a good result, try to get like top 3 or top 5 or something like that. If you're from at the back of if you're like last place, I'd say top 5 is not too bad. It's kind of good, or even top 3 is not too bad either. So if you're from last place at the back doing 5 nappers and all that. So at the end of that 3, not doing too bad. Just making sure I have enough ERS for the end of the race. I've got loads of battery still, so I wasn't using it that much in the first 3 laps. I was using it a little bit on the exit of the last corner right now, because he's got DRS, because DRS is enabled this lap, and he's managed to get past me before turn 1. So I decided, okay, that's nice, fair enough. He's got no ERS at all, so I've got about 60% of the battery left. So I'm kind of in the okay at this stage. I've got DRS on this straight, so I'm not going to go for the move at this hairpin. So I decided to take my time through there, through the middle sector, and then I'll get him at the turn 1 on the last lap. That's kind of my plan at the moment. Going through the middle sector, coming towards this tricky turn right here. Everyone keeps spinning out on this corner, including myself as well. I remember that on 2021, I think it was, where it was so difficult to get through there. But luckily on this game, it's not too bad, I think. It's not actually that bad going through there now, so I'm kind of okay with it. So I haven't raced on it that much on this game, but at least it's okay when I test it a few times. Including the hot lap as well I did, and also what I did on this race as well. I tested it for the first 2 laps, was kind of alright, so I was okay through there. As kind of towards the last corner now, wasn't sure where to go. I was going to go to the right, and then he went to the right, and I went to the left, and he went to the left, so I was like, a little bit difficult getting through there. But luckily I managed to get through there eventually. I managed to get the lead at one point. Not kind of what I wanted, but... well, not the lead, but I was kind of annoyed where to go and all that, or something. It's a bit annoying. And then, suddenly I got a legal overtake. That wasn't too... well, it was a little bit annoying, but it's what it is. And then I had, like, another warning, so that got me an extra 2 seconds of penalty, so yeah, so it feels like I had a chance of winning, and then it went down the drain from there, in the first sector, so... yeah, feels like I turned a little bit too early there, so I think it's like turn 4, I turned a little bit too early, and then also I turned a little bit too early on the first lap, so at the hairpin and all that, at turn 5 and all that. Yeah, it's what it is. Sometimes you do make mistakes, and I make mistakes as well. In some races I do on 9, sometimes I don't, sometimes I do, sometimes it's okay and all that. So as I come towards the 9, I did win the race, but he's got a... yeah, so only 2 tenths. 7 tenths gap, so that's what it is. If it wasn't for the track limits, I would have been alright, but I would have just enough to finish ahead, so... I do have the fast lap for the race though, so I'll take it though. I'll take a podium, fastest lap, and yeah. I was okay with that, so... not complaining, but fair play to him though, so to stay behind me, so fair enough to him. I'm not complaining, but it's what it is. That was a mistake I did, so I make mistakes, so don't hate me on this. So I'm not here to ruin your day, so or something. I'm just here to have fun, so that's what I'm doing. So as we're off to Spa now for race 2, starting in the middle of the field. Starting in the middle of the field now in this race. So coming towards turn 1 is going to get chaos. So I stick to the inside to cover that off. And it was very nicely through there. And just trying to send my EOS here and then use my battery on the straight right here. But I decided not to because I'm gaining a little bit slightly ahead. I'm not using it on the straight because I'm getting close to the field anyway. Just trying to take my time through here, and then got a couple fields gone off the track. Managed to get through to there nicely, not too bad at all. Just taking my time through here. Don't know where to go from here. Trying to do it. And I've got some fields come off the track, so I gained a few places. And I've got a Negro take on. I've got a Negro take on this one guy. I think that's the last car I took. Kind of in a weird way, but I don't know why this happens. I've got a 3-second penalty because of that. And then this is kind of almost chaos. So, because I had nowhere to go. And those guys got spuns. And then McLaren just got through, got spun in front of me. So lucky I managed to get through there just about. So into P7 at this stage, so not doing too bad. So not kind of an okay first lap, but a little bit messy in the middle sector and all that. Not too bad at all. So coming towards the end of the first lap, apart from the 3-second penalty I got, well, it's kind of annoying, so not kind of my fault really. But I decided not to let him back through because it feels a bit stupid really, because he just made a mistake there, and then he lost momentum, and I was getting a good exit, so I don't want to lose more time to the leaders. So that was the problem. So I decided not to back out, so I decided to keep going see what happens. There's no point letting them back through if you in this chaos and all that. So there's literally no point. So I did the right thing, but the game is at the wrong time. The game is letting me down on the wrong time with this legal rotate things. So I did the right thing, but it's just game is just letting me down sometimes with the legal rotates. They need to fix it one day. I just don't know when they're gonna fix it, but I hope they'll fix it one day with the legal rotate things, because they need to change it one day and all that. So we've got one guy who's spun, and then that puts me into P6, and then we've got this is battle for P3 at the moment, so kind of in this middle scrap for P3 at this stage. And then I got tapped from behind, and he was breaking a little bit early, but it's fine. Just take my time through here. Take my time through there as well. Take my EOS through the middle sector a bit more. I'm using a little bit here on this straight. Just a tiny bit. Just to make sure I get the momentum. And also making sure I get the toe and get more speed down this straight towards the bus stop chicane at the end of lap 2. Try not to go for it, so I either back out, take my time through here. He goes a little bit wide, managed to get a good exit, and he's managed to use maybe a tiny bit more EOS than I have through there. Goes a little bit deep, and then I decided to take my time through here, using a bit of EOS on the exit of turn 1, down towards the Chirouche, in the DRS on this lap. So I take my time through here, using EOS on this straight, using DRS, trying to go to the outside on the racing line. Give me a squeeze, but luckily I managed to stay ahead. And I managed to get past this guy for P5. We got another guy who spun, that was in P2 that was, who spun. So that puts me into P4 at this stage. So at least I've got a chance for P2 in this race, if it stays like this. So I'm just trying to catch up to the P2 guy. I need to get past P3 first before I do that. The leader is about 2 corners ahead of me, so he's got no chance to catch the leader. Well, if he makes a mistake and all that, that might have a chance. And then the third guy has a penalty as well, so I might have a chance for P3 here. I've got a really good exit, but he was kind of had a poor exit than I do. So I was like, okay, I'll just save my EOS a little bit on this straight. So kind of what I did really. I'm catching him on the straight, but I just don't know where to go. I'm trying to go around the outside, and then see what happens. I managed to go around the outside for the inside. I managed to get ahead of him. Got the DRS on this straight, so I'm at P3 at this stage. So I was like, okay, fair enough. So coming towards the exit of turn 1, trying to use my battery here. Not on this lap, not on this bit, up the Chirouche. So I decided to take my time through here, use the EOS at the top of the Chirouche, using EOS, not using EOS just yet. So I wasn't using EOS on this straight, because there's no point, because he's got the DRS anyway. He's got no EOS at all, because the red light is flashing. That means it's under 10%, because like that. That means you've got no battery in the tank. So I've got a really good exit here, using EOS a bit. Managed to get the corner here, and then I managed to get a good exit. As come towards this corner, he's made a mistake here, and I decided to use my EOS to get past him for P2 at this stage. So I was like, okay, finally got P2 at the end of this race. So I started like P13 or something, and then I gained about 10 places in 4 laps, so not too bad actually. And Anita is about 9 seconds ahead of me, so he's a bit far away, so at least I've got no chance there. Well, at least he makes a mistake or something, or even another 2-second penalty maybe, I don't know, something like that, if I have a chance. So now I've got to try fend for P2 from this Ferrari and the AlphaTauri who made a mistake earlier in this race. So he wasn't going for the move, but he wasn't trying to. But it's like, fair enough. So he's going to save it to the Camel Straight on the end of the first sector, on that DOS straight. So I can always turn 1, taking it nice and tidy through here, get a good exit. Using my battery here just to use it a bit more down this straight. And now I'll try to save it on the next straight, up the Charouche, using a bit over the Charouche, just a tiny bit more speed over the Charouche. And then using a bit more DRS in the AlphaTauri, using all my battery on this straight, but it turns out he just managed to get ahead of me there. I managed to get a good exit here. So I was thinking about going for the inside at the corner, but I decided to back out of it. Just take my time through here, and then managed to get okay there. Now he's got a 2-second penalty now as well, so I might have a chance at it if he makes another mistake and all that on this one. I have no warning so far in this race. I only had the legal overtake and that was it. So kind of annoying, but it's what it is. So you make mistakes, but that one wasn't kind of a mistake. So Portimao was a mistake, but that one wasn't a mistake. So I was like, okay, that's what it is. I don't mind it. So I'm gaining and gaining on him. Decided to go on the grass a little bit on the inside. Was quite tight through there. Quite tight through there. Managed to he outbraked himself. And I decided to go for the outside. So I managed to get just enough for P2 at the end. So just about. A little bit of chaos there, but luckily I've survived it through there and all that. So yeah, I'll take P2 in this one. No mistakes, apart from the legal overtake. Was annoying. I made a mistake in the first race, so it happens. What I said earlier in the video happens all the time. So yeah, so P2 in, well, podiums, I'm okay with it. Fast snap, I'm okay with it, and then this one is not too bad too. From P17 that was, I started. So not P13, I'm sorry. Started from the back of the field. So it was kind of in the middle and the back on this one. So yeah, so that's on me today. Make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. I appreciate it a lot. That'll give me support and all that. So yeah, so you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Have a nice weekend as well. I appreciate it a lot. Around the world if you are. Around the corner and all that. So yeah, so you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your day. And see you there.